how y'all doing today? I hope y'all doing good, because today we are talking about a classic. I'm pretty sure you could tell from the picture that's on the screen right now, we are talking about SpongeBob. When you mention SpongeBob, I'm pretty sure hundreds of episodes jump to your mind, whether it be Graveyard Shift, whether it be Texas, Pizza Delivery, Chocolate with Nuts, Band Geeks, a whole plethora of episodes just jump in your mind. But today, I'm talking about my personal favorite, Life of Crime. And fair warning before you go further in this video, if you're looking for facts, you're looking for a nice detailed script on everything that could have possibly happened during this episode, all the side characters interacted with, every little detail, I don't got that for you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't reading off of nothing. I ain't going Wikipedia for the episode. I ain't look at a breakdown before I made this video. I'm just talking to my laptop right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. But alright, without further ado, let me tell you why I think Life of Crime is the best episode of SpongeBob of all time. So, Life of Crime starts out with, I don't know how they got on the subject of stealing and borrowing and all that, but it happened. Like I said, no script. But they get on this subject, right? And SpongeBob and Patrick looking all around the Krusty Krab, and they like, damn, Mr. Krabs, you done stole everything in here. And Mr. Krabs is like, I ain't steal nothing. Like, you need to mind your business for real, but Mr. Krabs ain't no thief. So SpongeBob and Patrick basically going around the whole restaurant like, yo, but this joint right here got property of so-and-so, and this joint say belong to what's the name? And yo, ain't this Mrs. Puffs? So Mr. Krabs, in what I feel is a genius move, says, hey, I ain't steal nothing. I borrowed it. See, with borrowing, you could just take anything you want as long as you give it back eventually. So SpongeBob and Patrick, being SpongeBob and Patrick, take this to heart. They're like, word? I could take anything as long as I plan to give it back? I bet. Thanks, Mr. Krabs. So SpongeBob and Patrick go out on the town. Like, they just chilling. They just going through Bikini Bottom, cooling, right? And then they come across a balloon cart. And Patrick like, you got any money? SpongeBob like, no. SpongeBob like, you ain't got no money? Patrick like, no. They like, dang, we really want a balloon, so how are we gonna get a balloon with no money? And then it just clicked in both of their heads like, yo, we could borrow the balloon. Like, we could borrow it and ain't nobody gonna say nothing because we gonna give it back, right? Like, that's how borrowing works. So boom, the plan is in motion. They walk up, they steal the balloon. Well, borrow technically. So they take the balloon and they off on the town with it. Like, they going throughout the whole city. They having fun with the balloon. And then right when they was about to give it back, the balloon popped, which is pretty funny because the way they reacted to this balloon popping, they acted like it was the end of the world. They was like, yo, we just stole this balloon. Like, how are we gonna give back a pop balloon? They tried to put it back together. Like, they thought it was over for them. So that's what they did. They got on. They was like, hey, y'all gonna have to catch us. So they go to basically the middle of nowhere in the ocean, right? And they just chilling. They like, dang, we about to have to live the rest of our lives on the run like old West bank robbers. This is crazy. I can't believe we really stole that balloon and we gotta live out here like this. So Patrick then starts getting hungry. He like, dang, I really wish we had some food right now. And SpongeBob just magically pulled 2 chocolate bars out of nowhere. He like, hey, I got something for you. Here, gang. I got 2 chocolate bars. You could have one and I could have one. We gonna eat good. So Patrick, like any other sensible starfish would do, he takes the chocolate. And within 3 milliseconds of him having that chocolate bar is gone. Like, Patrick ate that chocolate bar so fast that he forgot he ate the chocolate bar. You know how fast you gotta eat something to forget you ate it? So Patrick go back in for the second bite of the chocolate that he already devoured in one bite, and he ends up almost chopping his hand off. This then leads to Patrick getting mad and hitting us with the funniest line of the episode. Bro was like, wow, you ate the only food I had. Now I'm gonna starve. The camera the camera then proceeds to zoom in and zoom out on Patrick, exposing the whole Rick Ross player build. So after that happened, Patrick is livid. He like, yo, you really ate my food. Like, he was on a search for this chocolate bar. He was digging underground. He was upset. And then he saw that SpongeBob had a chocolate bar in his hand. He was like, yo, you got my chocolate bar, bro? Patrick was about to go full Phantom with the food tax. Like, he was not playing about that chocolate bar. He was gonna get it one way or another. Meanwhile, SpongeBob just looking at bro. He like, you just ate your chocolate bar. Your drink is gone. Like, you're not getting mine. It's a wrap for that. So Patrick like, nah, you gonna give me that chocolate bar. Like, you got my chocolate bar. Just give me my chocolate bar back and we gonna be all good. And SpongeBob starts to tease bro. Like, SpongeBob taking the chocolate bar out. He licking on it. Like, he really getting Patrick heated. This get Patrick so mad to the point where he like, you know what? Since you want to play with me, I'm about to go tell. I'm about to get the boys involved since you wanted to play games like this. Like, Patrick is so mad over this chocolate bar that he's willing to get his best friend locked up. Like, you know how crazy that is? Yo, I'm a big dude, and I understand. We like to eat, baby. Like, come on. Like, we all like a good chocolate bar now, but damn, you about to get your best friend locked. You about to go snitch? You about to go snitch? You committed the crime too. Like, bro is about to go get SpongeBob arrested. That's really crazy. So these boys start to have an all-out race to the police station. Like, they like, all right, since you want to tell, I'm gonna tell. Like, these boys is really hell-bent on snitching on each other at this point. Like, they not letting nothing stop them at this point. So they run into the police station. They get there. They bust through the doors, and they just talking. They talking, and the police officer sitting there like, "Can y'all slow down? Like, what is the problem?" Then they both scream out, "Yo, he stole a balloon!" And the police officer is like, "Wow, ain't no what, y'all thieves?" So the police officer like, "Dang, gotta lock y'all up." So he put them in the jail cell for literally about 6 seconds, and he like, all right, y'all free to go. And they confused, like, they flabbergasted, they bewildered, they don't know what's going on. They like, but we were stealing. You just about to let us go? The police officer then looks at him. He's like, y'all couldn't have stolen no balloon. It's literally free balloon day. Like, all the balloons in the whole ocean is free. Like, how did y'all manage to steal something that was free? So everybody has a good laugh and episode over. Now, why is this my favorite? Because I just thought this whole episode was funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know there are episodes that are also very, very funny. I'm not saying that other episodes are bad, but this one is my favorite because throughout the whole episode, the whole premise of the episode is hilarious to me. It starts off with Mr. Krabs giving the worst advice humanly possible, and SpongeBob and Patrick being foolish enough to accept that advice. Like, imagine your OG told you, like, hey, you could take anything you want as long as you plan to give it back. Like, imagine your car gets stolen and the police catch them on the expressway and they like, hey, this car is stolen. And the person in the driver's seat like, nah, I'm just borrowing it. I was gonna give it back. Like, that whole concept is just funny to me. I'm surprised ain't nobody made a skit like that. And there were just a lot of funny scenes throughout the episode, like when the balloon popped and they tried to put it back together and then started panicking. When they decided they had to leave town and Patrick tried to take his whole house with him. But yeah, this to me is the definition of a perfect episode. SpongeBob has a lot of perfect episodes to me, and this is just one of my personal favorites. And I do not blame you if it's not yours. Trust me, this isn't me trying to convince you that Life of Crime is the best episode of history. This is just me saying it's my favorite. And I would love to know what your guys' favorite episode of SpongeBob is down in the comments. So, thank you for watching. And if you made it this far in the video, you obviously had to like something I said, right? So go ahead and like the video, share it with all your friends, do all that other good stuff that YouTubers tell you to do, and I'll see you in the next video.